Yep. This episode got me, I would say. Oh. Imagine now making like a re-reboot episode. Oh. Yeah, hey guys, welcome to the review of episode number 15. If you want to know what just made me cry, you maybe already watched the episode. But if you want to see the progressing, what this episode did with me, feel free to check out my Patreon. There you can actually watch this. While I will do this review, I'm 100% going to tear away a few times, I guess, but I've tried to do this as good as possible. Whoa. Okay, so we will roll it off a bit from the beginning. We were still in the theme of Yunbook doing living her life at like the it was an orphanage, I guess, kind of an orphanage, right? Meanwhile, Sujin living at her mother's house, living with her mother for like the last days she has. Yeah, then Hyundin, what's her name, Hyundin? Saw actually some kind of box where the adoption letter from Yujin was in. Yujin, and yeah, that was the reveal of this episode, that not even like she is the biological daughter. So it came all out that all three of them are kind of adopted, even with like Hyunjin, it's like more. Here it came out that Chaebom is her father, and that's wow as well. Like, I was always a bit interested about the fact that he's that careful for them, but I mean that's not something that special, right? But yeah, he was actually just he was actually giving Hyunjin up in like the age of like when she joined kindergarten. And yeah, this whole thing got handled there. And yeah, then through this, oh, I can't. Like, she even met with Sujin's original mother, right? She wanted to do everything clear now. She wanted to, like, yeah, handle everything, pack up everything. Sujin at this point, yeah, regretting everything she did in the past, with like running away, and her mother was still holding on to her. This was when Sujin's biological mother gave her that like the photos and stuff. That was the first time where I was like choking a bit, cause like this is the only time that she kinda missed, and that she's regretting not being able to give birth to Sujin. And then her biological mother just gives her those items, is like to kind of make it complete. That was freaking emotional. Meanwhile, Yoonbuk on the way to them. All of them were eating together. That was super cool. That was this as a picture, this as a poster. Yeah, they are such only a huge family. Even if the whole shit they got through and stuff, every one of them had their own reasons why they are doing their steps, right? And yeah, then we had like all the talk between Sujin and Yoonbuk was so nice as well. But yeah, they will meet again, and that's something I really wanted in the show still, that they once meet up again and like tell them clearly that they will meet up. And if it's that late that Yoonbuk still first has to grow older, but someday they will definitely meet. And that's something I'm really looking forward to in the last episode. And yeah, then we had like this thing that the only thing she regretted before dying, or she still regrets, was that she said mean things to Yoonbuk, and this was kind of foreshadowing that they might meet up, and obviously they're doing, right? She dropped there at the floor, kind of, and Yoonbuk was hearing this, was helping her into the bed, and that was the beginning where I was like kind of getting so sentimental, cause seeing Yoonbuk there, behaving so nice to her, and then this whole talk, which I can't really describe. But that was something, yeah, that made me pretty teary. That literally made me cry. Cause I think the emotions got really good caught there as well. The confirmation that Yoonbuk said she wants to be an actress as well was very nice as well. Even like, especially with like the thinking that she already played the character, right? She already transformed from Hyena to Yoonbuk, and even backwards as well. Yeah, when Yoonbuk was reading like her lines from one of her performances, that's theaters, whatever. There was still, it was already over with me, and then Yoonbuk gave her like the figure which was supposed to be Sujin from 8 to 10. And then at the end we had this talk with like the pictures from the house. And listening to her saying goodbye. And even at the end, even she called her mother. Which rounds up the series actually, and the episode perfectly. It's not over yet. I don't know, guys. We still have one episode left. This episode is surely getting emotional as well. But if we would have kinda ended it here, I wouldn't even be mad. Cause this was an emotional climax for me. That was an emotional climax for me. I am literally oh, sorry. I'm still hella touched. I definitely want to watch like the last episode today, but I still need a break right now. Maybe I'm still watching it in a few minutes because I want to know how this ends and stuff. And I actually want to conclude this whole shit, but let's see, guys. Overall, this was my review to this episode. As I said, if you want to see my emotional reaction, feel free to check out my Patreon. This is like I can't explain here through this review, sadly, why this got me so hard. But I couldn't really feel into the characters, and I'm already so happy that I watched the show. This is definitely a watch-worthy show. Guys, thanks for watching, and I hope we see us in the last episode. Bye, guys.